Yo, what's up, guys? It's Dylan. I'm giving you guys a gameplay commentary. I haven't given you guys one since my Halo 4 live com way back in March, if you can remember that far back. I've been kind of busy since then. I recently pledged two fraternities, one academic and one social. Got a girlfriend. I worked, did 16 credit hours. I'm also an RA. Um, so I've been kind of busy to say the least. And a couple things I wanted to talk about during this gameplay are, I don't know if you guys know this, but my president is black. And you know what that means. My Lambo's blue, and I'll be goddamn if my rims ain't too. Um, what else am I going to talk about? Oh, my goals. I have a million and one goals for myself. I'm the kind of person where I like to I push myself to impossible. What am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Goals and like recognition and all this other stuff. Like I'm like one of my lifetime goals is to make everyone in the world laugh. Which if you're sitting here thinking to yourself, listen to me, that's one of the most like impossible things to do because for one, people are constantly being born and people are constantly dying, so I'm not gonna reach everyone. The NATO's pretty sick, by the way. And then I watch this. Oh, FIFA. But so like I just want to push myself to do the impossible because to me the impossible isn't actually impossible. It's just another word for the undone. So the only reason people say things are impossible is because no one else has done them. So I think it's pretty cool to be like, that guy, to be the first to do something, or when people sat here and told me, pledging one fraternity is hard enough, like why are you going to pledge two? Well, because they're two things I care about. So I'm like, well, I can like that's nothing. I can do it. And sure enough, I pledged two fraternities. I was also an RA. I worked at the dining hall on campus like a minimum 8 hours a week. Um, and I was on top of grades and stuff in school. So it's don't listen to other people. Like if you have a goal, you want to get somewhere, you want to do something, commit yourself 110% to it and do it. Like don't sit here and say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to do something," and then like half-ass it because then you're going to get half-ass results. It's it's not that hard. Some other goals that I have are to well, within my fraternity, I want to become the new member educator. Well, that's the main title. The main title of the position. Okay, it's actually called the marshal, which is the new member educator as well as the chapter educator. So basically, you make sure your fraternity is doing like all the things it's supposed to be doing. It's presenting itself the way it's supposed to be presenting itself. It knows it's like national information. It knows it's um, what am I trying to say? It knows it's local information. You teach the new members, like a lot of people call them pledges. You teach them, like what it takes, like what you need to know in order to like fully devote yourself to this fraternity. Like, and my marshal was hands down, like I think, like the best person a marshal could ever be. Like, I know so much about my fraternity. Even like the 6 weeks that I was pledging, I know more. I learned more in 6 weeks than I do in some of my classes. Like he pushed us that hard to learn stuff. Like it felt like I was taking it like another class. Like that's how like time intensive and like I won't say project heavy, but like learning all this information was. And it was a pain in the ass when I was pledging, like trying to sit here, study for two quizzes, like the Greek alphabet, first the founding five, all this other stuff, whatever. Like honestly, that makes because he sat there and put the time and effort and energy into us. That made me like sip like towards the end of like the pledging process. I was like, damn, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I am now, you know. And so you need to like relating this back to goals. You need to surround yourself with positive people and people that share the same exact mentality and goals and dreams as you, because if you surround yourself with a bunch of trash, you're going to end up like trash. It's only a matter of time. Um, what else? What else? What else? Oh, some dreams that I have. Oh God, thank God we're not talking about like dreams overnight, because I've had some weird dreams. Like I had this one dream where I was like, my brother Tanner and I were like in our backyard playing whatever. Like we're like, this was back when I was in high school, so I was like 16, 17, and we're playing like in the backyard or whatever. And then there's like this big grizzly bear. Like okay, the like little white little picket fence that we have in our backyard is literally like 4 feet tall. Like it's not that big. So somehow this big ass grizzly bear, like 700-pound grizzly bear, like this, it was a full grown male, like rip your head off. You know what I'm talking about? It was just like that. This bear was in our backyard, and it was sitting there chasing my brother and I. We were, running around and stuff, trying to keep away from it. And like right outside my patio deck door is a air conditioner unit, and my brother was like hiding behind, like running around it because the bear was like chasing him. And when he runs around it, he ends up getting like clawed, and it ends up like ripping half his flesh off his body. And I'm sitting there like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like I woke up shaking because I could see his rib cage and like all the vital organs and stuff inside him. And it was hands down one of the creepiest things ever. But one of my like actual lifetime dreams, as this video wraps up, is to eventually open up my own graphic design like agency and hire other graphic designers underneath me, and just like create that surge of graphic design art. I hate to call it art because I like to think it's different than art, but figure out all the problems graphically that graphic designers solve. And this is the end of the video right here. Boom. Oh, what are you doing? Oh my god! Like at this point in the game, I was screaming like a little girl. Like I never get I never get these, and just sit here, doom doom, doom 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 doom, dropped them. But as always, guys, my name's Dylan. The struggle is real. Keep your underwear on. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. If you do, don't tell anyone I told you. Alright, guys, take it easy.